Okay, let's get into this. Good morning, everybody. I want to apologize that this is not a classroom setup, and that's currently because the way my bank account is set up. No, the way life is happening right now, we are nowhere near ready for classroom setup, but we do have something to do before classroom setup, and that's partially where I'm at now. But today I wanted to talk about living at home post-grad / in your 20s. I'm 23, so yeah, and it's been an experience. So let's backtrack and talk about my relationship with space, my environment. And this does kind of relate to the classroom stuff because if you can hear that, that's my grandfather talking. Um, so yes, and that's one thing with living at home. So I was born in 2000. My parents brought me home to my grandmother's house, which is kind of up there, kind of. Also, like I said, I'm sorry if you can hear things. I'm outside right now, but in this space, which I'll get to. So I was born in 2000. My parents brought me home to my grandmother's house. I, they kind of lived there for a little bit, and then they moved into an apartment. So it was me, my mom, and my dad. And then they moved back into my grandmother's house while they were building our house, which is over there, which is where I was going to record, but everybody's outside. Grandfather's outside. My brother's getting ready to come outside. Like, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. Can't do it. And so my parents built that house in 2007, and we moved in. Well, my grandmother's house that we had been living in caught on fire, electrical fire. It was just freak accident. Whole house, total loss. And so she moved into our house in my room, in the room that was built for me, the room that I had just picked the pink, because I was 7. I was like, I want this pink on everything, typical early 2000s kid bedroom. Is he going to cut the grass? Is he going to cut the grass? Live at home, they tell you. We're gonna keep going because he's just riding the lawnmower up. Okay, so I live in the country. If you couldn't tell, I'm a country gal. I swear to the good Lord, if he comes over here, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna go do it in the car. I'm gonna go up the street and record this video in the car. It's not gonna make it continuity. All right, living at home in your 20s, y'all, or living at home in general. So, where was I at? My grandparents moved into our house right out there. And they took my room, and I shared a room with my brother, which I'm 7, I don't care, I end up, thank you for turning that off. I end up moving into my own bedroom maybe about 10 or 11, which is nice. Maybe I was closer to 13, I have no idea. And I went full 2010s in that room. There was zebra print, there was damask print, like that little French looking stuff. There was pink. I think I did pink stripes, I did green stripes, I did blue, like I did all the things. And I changed that room every year and a half. And then I did florals as I got older because I really liked florals throughout high school. I still like florals, but not as much as I think I did. And so pretty much that brings me to 2016. In 2016, Hurricane Matthew tore through North Carolina and flooded our house. And I'm short gal. The water was up to my knees though. So, we had pretty much half of our walls, the sheetrock, cut off because we had to, remodel and all that stuff. And I lost a lot of things, even though I didn't have much, but I had a lot. I swear. There's something like red out here, and it's so annoying. So I lost a lot of stuff, and then we moved back in, and I got like a bigger room. That's when I got the full-size bed and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's my teenager room, and like the room that might take me into college or whatever. And then in 2018, fall of 2018, so my freshman year of college, which I commuted my first 2 years, another flood. This was less water, but still we were displaced. And we went to stay with my grandparents both times during both floods. And so by the time we got back into that house, I was getting ready to shop for my apartment that I lived in on campus because I was going to be a junior, and my junior year was COVID. I did not plan to live on campus during COVID. I have videos about me getting all my dorm stuff, my / apartment stuff during COVID. It was an experience. I lived in the apartment from 2020 to 2022 because I graduated then. And then I had to come back home. But coming back home when it's just me, my mom, and my dad is easier than coming back home with me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. It's just the way we do things. It just butts heads. And now I'm definitely seeing the effect of like, okay, how my mom does stuff. My mom is shifting her mindset because she doesn't have children, anymore, little children anymore. My dad, he's changed over the years because he's more, let's just say OCD, ADHD is kicking in a little bit more as he's gotten older. And for me, I'm still figuring it out. And my brother, he's always been like very definitive in everything. Like, he has about a list of about like 100 different colognes that he I'm like, I rotate through this list whenever I get some money. I buy this one, buy that one, or Christmas or birthday. He has like a list. He does his stuff the way he likes it in a very guy sense. And so then there leaves me. Okay, well, one, I'm sitting in this shed that I bought this year because of the fact that I had to bring home a lot of stuff from the classroom and didn't bring it home. I only brought home brought home 4 things and 2 of them weren't for me. But I've got to make this shed a space to hold my extra stuff because I'm a girl. Like, I decorate in my classroom for Halloween and Christmas, and as much as I would love to keep that in the classroom, I don't have space to keep it in the classroom, so I'm keep it here. But I don't have a house, so I can't keep it in my own house. Or I think it's funny that family members are getting me like house things for my birthday. I got a toaster. Number one, I'm not even a toast girl. I'm sorry, I'm not a toast girl. But what am I doing with the toaster? Like, so it's like, where do I put that stuff? I don't want it in my room, but I don't want to get rid of it because, hey, it saves me the hassle because things are already so expensive. So I bought this shed. Currently a million bugs in here. It's 1,000 degrees. The door is open. That's why we're hearing everything. And this week, today specifically, I have a crap ton coming from my bedroom. And I spent more money than I'm willing to admit because I'm trying to make this room something that I will be, one, able to keep up with routines, even when life gets a little low, life gets a little dark, up here. Because I can get that way. I can get very, like, sedentary when things get a little dark. So I want something that was easy to upkeep, but also, like, when I'm teaching, I'm very much in that teaching mindset, and I kind of need that room just to be the bare minimum basics: clothes, bed, beauty, which listen, y'all, I'm dressed because it's hot, and I'm about to start working once I film this. I'm not dressed up to be cute. I dress up to be cute when I want and feel like it. Like, I'm not. No. And it's funny, I got a compliment, like, looking like this the other day, and I'm like, we're just out here. Thank you for the compliment, because I don't feel it right now, but thank you. So, there's criteria for this room to make it feel like me, to make it 23, but not to put too much effort into it, because my brother's graduating next year. He's graduating next May. And, love him to death. Love him to death. Love him to death. But, being back in that house with all 4 people, it's gonna be a rough thing if I don't change me and to make it to where, like, hey, I've got to put in some boundaries. Not because my parents don't listen to the boundaries I have currently set. It's just like, let's lay them out. Be definitive with them. So, brings us to the shed. It's currently filled with these crates. That one has, like, tall stuff in there. And then I have 3 empty ones. Some trash. Some shelves that came with the shed that we didn't put up. I'm gonna quickly show you my room. Oh, some stuff in my car and like stuff I have to clean up first because my old car was leaking. Love that. And then I'm gonna show you my bedroom, and that's gonna be a little traumatic because it looks like a depression hole. Because your girl has just been living life. Like, I'm not trying to. This shirt, good lord, I stretched it out. Must have. I don't know. I'm like, y'all, I don't know. But living at home in your 20s is hard. Especially when, like, things are expensive. I'm living on a teacher's salary in North Carolina. The rent, I just heard, in my area went up by what? It was either 8 or 28%, which both are bad. And I personally, I come from a construction family, if you don't know. I want to build. Even still, though, even if I buy some land and build and all that stuff, like, yeah, I'm like buying land, building my house, not building in a development type build. That's one thing I feel like people think when I say that, when I've said it recently, like, oh, you're gonna build in the neighborhood. No, I don't want any neighbors. I'm country girl. Like, the fact that my 2 family members are annoying me because they're outside, I'm like, no, I want nobody around me. And that's just like, I've always loved living in the country. I love living in the dorm, but not that much, or in the apartment complex on my college campus, but no, country life for me. I think my favorite part about those apartments was it was in the back and it was secluded. And like, if there was nothing in front and that was just my house, love that area. But so I want to build. Apartments are expensive, and I've got to be smart and save for the future I want. Like, it's not beneficial if I want to go somewhere and do things. I can do that on my summer. I can do that on my break. I can do that on my whatever. I can do those types of things. I'm not going to do that for the long term and lose money, because when the time comes for me to move, it's not like I'm not doing no hodgepodge of stuff that's going to look A tier. So I'm going to show you my room. I'm not going to record the process of going through my room. I have tried ever since I was like 12 or 13. I've always tried to record my room, and I definitely think I need to put the camera down and do it. I'm trying to tell myself I can do hard things, and 3 weeks is faster than you think. And I only say that because it took me 3 weeks to get that closet in my classroom organized, with only one thing left to do, and that's going to donation. It took me 3 weeks. And in the moment, I got back, I did it, I did it. There are things I want to change now, looking back, but, it always says, it takes 2 times to declutter or anything, but I did it. So I will be doing this in the way I want to do it. I need to start now because it's getting hot out here. Starting to sweat, starting to glisten, starting to glisten. Don't worry, like I said, the hair's going to be washed. It's going to be braids next time you see me, probably for classroom setup. Day 2, which is really going to be like day 1. Have to figure out how to do voiceovers because my grandmother wants to come and doesn't want to be in the videos. I'm like, I wasn't recording for the sake of not to educate the public, okay? But yeah, well, I guess let me show you guys my room. I'll probably leave it off there. Let me know how you guys are adjusting to living in your 20s. And even, okay, maybe I wasn't done talking. Even like the part of like grocery shopping. I can't buy the things I want to buy if my brother's in the house because he will eat those things. My mom, I love her to death. She loves her baby boy. And so like my favorites get pushed to the wayside, but then again, I'm not supposed to be letting her buy my favorites anymore because I'm an adult with a job. It's just I feel like living at home in your 20s is finding the balance. With the parents I have. I'm very lucky to have parents who are like, I got grown children. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, but they're still under my roof. And for the people who know me personally, haven't entered that next phase of like serious dating in my life, and we don't know what those rules are. Mom and Daddy haven't made it clear yet what those rules are yet, so we will definitely see. Because once I get like my stuff together, it's on my list of things to do. It's like that episode from Friends where it's like, in order to be married by this, I want to at least know him for a year, and then do this, and it takes a year to plan the wedding. It's like that. I'm doing that math in my head, and I'm like, I need to get my stuff together because I'm 23. And it hasn't happened yet, but who knows when it'll happen. My parents got married late, so yes, that's where I'm gonna leave it at. Living at home in your 20s, interesting. I'm gonna show you my room. You could shame me all you want. Believe me, the dream I had last night was rough. Your girl is hard on herself. And if you want to comment any tips or tricks about living at home in your 20s, let me know them. I have fairly accepting parents, so that's pretty good. You know, I'll take any advice I can get. And I will probably share more of the shed and then the bedroom. So let's look at the room, and I will see you guys. Next video will be classroom setup. It will be. Probably, and the video about the bedroom might be interspersed, but it will be classroom setup. So let me show you the shed, then let me show you my bedroom. Okay, let me show you. It's really not much right now in this shed. It took us about 3 days to build. Wagons going to the schoolhouse. That stuff is like going in my car, kind of ish. That's what you guys were on when I was outside. Those are empty. Those are shelves. This is just tall things and things to donate. I'm gonna be buying some actual shelves, but this is gonna look like a mess so the bedroom can thrive, so the classroom can thrive. Then this will get done. I'm also waiting to do this because it's plastic or slash vinyl, so I definitely want to wait till it cools off a little bit. Is that a car coming? No. Okay, let's show you the bedroom. Just had to show you. I like this skirt. I got it from Ross. It's got shorts underneath. Okay, let's go in the house. Okay, I'm in my bedroom. Classroom setup. Yay. I don't want to show it. It looks a little bit bad. It looks a little bit bad. Like, don't do it to me, guys. I know. No, I know. What if I just turn around and show you real quick? Okay, we'll show you this angle because that side, it's not that, okay, there we go, not that bad. Bed, I don't want to turn the camera around, so yeah. Bed, there's clothes. I just have a lot of blankets, clothes on a rack. Classroom stuff, literally. I've been sorting clothes. Your girl has a lot of clothes, and half of them don't even fit. Like this, I had this mirror for years. This I had in the dorm. It doesn't fit the style of the room. That's my calendar. Yeah, should I show you? I might show you. Hold on, I feel a little more comfortable now. Let me show you. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I'm showing you, and I did, like, roll out of bed and get dressed and recorded this video. So I'm trying to make sure I don't have anything incriminating. But, like, clothes, that's classroom stuff. I was ordering stuff for the room. Those are clean, they don't either on the floor. I'm really going through all my clothes and getting rid of stuff. I have clothes right here. More things I've ordered. Things that were from the room, like, 2016 and just haven't been through yet. Like, I have this hodgepodge. No. This tried to make it aesthetic. No. The bed, like, it looks horrible. Yeah, the nightstand, this actually looks a lot better because I've been getting rid of things. Is that anything with my name on it? Hold on. Does that have my name on it? Like, my Dutch went yesterday, so I'm trying to make sure my medical stuff isn't showing. There's my calendar. Yes, and so while I won't record the process of this room here, it will be changing a lot. Probably today and tomorrow and this weekend. So I might show you guys the after. But yeah. this is what depression can do to you. Or living at home, you just feel like drained to even do anything because you're at home and it wasn't a priority when you were last at home. So don't worry, it will look different, believe me. I am making it look different for my mental health. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys in classroom setup day 2, which should be coming by on the 31st.